LeBron James is 36 years old. He's not getting any younger. This season, he's averaged 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. What he's doing is absolutely ridiculous. Keep in mind, 36 years old. He'll be 37 in December. What LeBron's doing isn't just special, it's historic. The Los Angeles Lakers know that LeBron James may not have the most time left in the NBA. And as of late, they've been trying to do everything to capitalize on the late prime of one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball. Well, I take that back. The Lakers have done everything but one thing. They didn't trade for Kyle Lowry. And now there seems to be a legit shot that they may lose Dennis Schroder in free agency this upcoming offseason. While this does seem like a scary reality for Lakers fans, I do think this team will be fine regardless. You guys want to know what's an even scarier reality for the entire NBA? LeBron James and Stephen Curry. Before we go any further, we have to get a word from our sponsor. A major shout out to Dr. Squatch for sponsoring this video. And now, I'm here to tell you guys why Dr. Squatch is hands down the best soap brand out. A lot of other soap companies, they do really shady stuff. They jam-pack their soaps with all these chemicals, all this excess, all this stuff that your body really doesn't want. Dr. Squatch is nothing like that. I'm here to tell you guys, Dr. Squatch is completely transparent with what they put into their soap. Just go ahead and check their label. You'll recognize everything on there. Compare Dr. Squatch to a big soap label anytime. Tell me what's natural? In case you guys already couldn't tell, Dr. Squatch has completely taken my soap game to a completely different level. Hundreds of thousands of men already subscribe to Dr. Squatch, meaning every month, fresh bars of Squatch show up at their door. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm smelling right and I'm feeling right, I'm more confident. And in life, come on, confidence is everything. New customers can get 20% off on orders of $20 or more when they go to drsquatch.com and enter code DSCGetLikeCoop20. Click the link in the description below. Now let's talk hoops. So I really don't want to believe this Dennis Schroder news, but where there's smoke, there's typically a fire. March 20th, 2021, Dennis Schroder said, "I want to be a Laker for a long time. I just want it to be fair." Now, of course, when it comes to fair, what's fair for Schroder and what's fair for the Los Angeles Lakers is completely subjective. Schroder added, "I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want to think about it too much and not play the right way as well. Everything is just perfect here so far. Rob Pelinka, I think he's got a good thing going on here. He's treated me the right way. Coaches, I love the coaches." It's no secret that Schroder loves LA. It's honestly no secret that a lot of players love LA. They love LA so much that they typically own a home in LA. Hey, look, I don't make the rules. These are just things that happen. Schroder is now no different. Recently, Schroder laid down some roots in the LA area. Now, in some situations, timing can be everything. Schroder didn't lay these roots down until he became extension eligible. And I mean, come on, is this the type of bonding that you're doing with somebody that wants to leave the team this upcoming offseason?
What's up, Walt?
What up, Walt?
Oh, yeah, you in the streets, huh?
Yeah, man, DS in the streets. I'm going out.
Y'all in Grizzly World?
Nah, we on COD.
Oh, y'all on COD. Oh,
Yeah, hey, I'm going to the out. Yeah, last game.
Yeah. Oh, all right, man.
What's the word?
Big Bird. I was just calling checking in on you.
I'm trolling. Now check this out. A few weeks ago, Brian Windhorst reported that Zoe, Schroder, and Lowry are likely to be the subject of a bidding war amongst teams that need a point guard this summer. Now, typically, something like this would just be noise, but reportedly, Schroder just turned down a 4-year, $84 million extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. That's $21 million per year. Schroder's averaging 15 points this season. He's shooting 43% from the field, and he's shooting 32% from the three-point line. Schroder has been great for the Los Angeles Lakers, Has he been over $21 million per year great for the Los Angeles Lakers? That I really just don't know. It's really hard for me to believe that Schroder turned down $21 million over the course of 4 years, averaging 15 points and 5 assists. I know the upcoming free agency market is going to be a little dry, especially at the point guard position, but that's a lot of money. And I think an offer of $21 million per year is beyond fair, especially for a player of Schroder's caliber. Now, I'm not trying to shortchange Schroder because he's an absolute beast, and if these reports are true, then I'm sure his agent knows a lot more than I do. But also, if these reports are true, I'm sure Kyle Lowry would have loved an offer of $21 million per year over the course of 2 years. I think Talon Horton-Tucker is going to be a very good basketball player. And while Schroder is invaluable to what Los Angeles does, if the Lakers end up losing Schroder in free agency, then would it be safe to say that not acquiring Kyle Lowry at the trade deadline was a mistake? I asked you guys this question on Twitter, and 65% of you guys said that the Lakers not acquiring Kyle Lowry at the trade deadline was a mistake. The other 35% said no, it wasn't a mistake. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think a fair contract offer for Dennis Schroder would be. If I wasn't clear, ultimately I think Schroder does want to remain in LA, but I think he wants to get everything that he can from the Lakers in the process. Obviously, going to the open market is going to drive his value up and force LA to make a tough decision. If Schroder's turning down $21 million per year, I really wonder what the market's going to look like for Lonzo Ball this upcoming free agency period. Now, while we're on the topic of the Los Angeles Lakers, reportedly, Steph is eligible for a contract extension this summer, and LeBron has already started recruiting him. The recruiting occurred during the All-Star break. In the comments below, I want to know if you guys think that this is cap or if this is true. Let's just assume that this is true. What are the possibilities that if the Warriors continue to struggle going forward, that LeBron James and Stephen Curry teaming up could actually happen? Now, I have to reiterate this. I don't think Steph and LeBron teaming up is really going to happen, but it's something that I love to think about. It's one of those things that really makes you want to start a rebuild channel, which I definitely have been thinking about doing. I'm kind of on the fence. We'll see what happens going forward. If enough people want that rebuild channel, then it's something that I will just have to do. But when it comes to LeBron James and Stephen Curry, we're talking about two of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball. We're talking about arguably the best slasher to ever play the game of basketball, teaming up with the best shooter to ever play the game of basketball. And truth be told, Steph has never had a playmaker close to the level of LeBron James. Now, before I end the video, I want to say this. A lot of people were mad when LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh teamed up. Say what you want about them teaming up in super teams, because I'm not the biggest super team fan ever, but I do see some positives in these amazing teams. And one of the biggest positives to me is that we get to see some amazing basketball. LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, they produce some of the most special basketball moments I'd ever seen. Now, if you're going to argue that, then I truly just don't know what to say. You won. So yeah, guys, while super teams suck, I'm going to choose to enjoy their basketball product instead of hating. Come on, man. LeBron and Stephen Curry, y'all really telling me? Man, be sure to check out my podcast, Laced Up. Episode 1 went up today. The link is going to be in the pinned comment. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm Get Like Coop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.